everyone, it's Carolyn here to share another channeled message from the LightKeepers, a group of angelic beings I channel on a regular basis. So welcome today, and today I want to talk a little bit about emotion. They came through with a beautiful channel on emotion and its definition of it and its purpose and how we can work with it in this journey. So I'll share that here in a second, but I want to thank you all for joining me again. Some of you are new, and if you are, I have a welcome video you can check out on my YouTube channel, Carolyn Zaiser. Those of you who are coming back, I really appreciate you. I love your comments, and it's fun to hear what you have to say and your insights. So again, thank you so much, and I get to those as I can and try to respond to everybody. So feel free to keep writing. Anyway, so today I'm going to walk through the channel as I normally do and give some thoughts on it and some tips this time too. This is an interesting time we're in. So I'm actually filming this on the 20th. Within the next week, I will post this, but we have these energies that are of the eclipse, the super blood moon eclipse, I believe it is. Anyway, those energies coming in now are offering us a lot of opportunity and somewhat quickly, I'm sensing. And anyway, so this, along with it, can evoke a lot of emotion and still clearing because we're continuing to work on this journey. And so this channel really, I think, kind of hits the nail on the head with respect to feeling the way we feel and how emotion plays into it. So with no further ado, I'm going to get going on this channel for you. Okay, so I'm entitling it Emotion. Emotion ties the human in chains, often it seems, and yet giving at the same time the meaning of being you. But it is so true that once one understands that emotion is a way to help you journey and explore through this life too, not to tie and bind oneself and get stuck, but instead navigate the beauty of deep feeling joy or love or even sorrow that comes. For emotion is the beauty of human life, yet often a tool that holds you tight, wrenching your life back and forth, we say, often out of control today, extremes in your way, taking advantage of the defining characteristic of being human, we say. Loss of love brings one to frenzy, while finding the one soars you to the clouds aplenty. Parting of ways as a soul moves on is dizzying, as grief covers you in a blanket of sorrow. Birthed as the human you are, your emotions allow you to feel more than those from afar, as there is no other experience like it in the stars. So take the roiling, boiling to the joyous of what comes over you and explore today emotions in your way, as they offer you to sing the praises of all it truly means to be human and feel the fullness of what this life can bring. So I just thought this was so beautiful because it really does speak to this journey. And I thought it was interesting that they spoke to the fact that this human journey is unique in the sense that there is no other like it on any of the other planets as such, in the multiverses, where we feel that we have the opportunity to feel this kind of emotion and use it for either our greater good or ill will, and that our emotions are so human, be it guilt, fear, pain, sorrow, anger, love. Well, love's kind of universal, obviously, but the way we express it is very unique. And so as I got thinking about this, and during this time right now, I feel it's a very emotional time for a lot of people, a lot of clearing. And so I'm going to give you some tips on some things that have occurred with me and how I've worked myself through them. So I've had a lot of clearing up of some past situations that have come back. We're talking from years ago that I didn't expect to have come back. And I'm feeling them in spades. Pain, sorrow, sadness, love, all of it coming back to me. And it's something I really have not had a chance to fully, I guess I would say, deal with. But the point in this is rather than ignore these emotions that are coming, because we can block them and then that doesn't do us any good, right? Because you feel them later, is sitting with them and really feeling them. And how I did that, and I didn't expect this, my higher self sat me down. I wrote 2 poems. And it was interesting because it wasn't like with the LightKeepers. It was me, my higher self, writing these poems, which I've never done before. But this was how I was expressing out this emotion, this great emotion that I was feeling. I was connecting with it on a deeper level. I felt amazing afterwards. I wrote 2 poems out of it. And honestly, they blew my mind. And they literally came within minutes. So again, that was different than channeling, but it was channeling. I was channeling something different, the pain in me. That's it. Now I just answered my own question. The pain in me. So there are things you can do when you're feeling this, rather than just moving through your life and pushing all of that emotion that you're trying to work through and feel, and that we're clearing and cleansing now, is spend some time with it. Like the other day, this is just yesterday or the day before, I just wanted to cry. I just wanted to cry. But I wasn't letting myself. I said, nope, don't want to feel all that. Don't want to feel that at all. And because, yes, you may feel better afterwards, but for me, it just was bringing up too much. But then I realized, no, that's what I need to do. If I just keep stuffing this down, it's going to come back later. And it's a progressive, or it's a process. Like a good example is, I haven't cried over this just once. I cried over it a lot of times, but it's like, I'm going to go back to like the earthquake analogy. It's like the earthquake, okay? You get tremors, and then you get a big one, but then you just keep getting these little tremors to keep releasing. That's this journey. You're not going to necessarily clear things immediately with one big emotional outburst. It may take time, and you may have continued outbursts, but it's important to feel them and sit with them. And the biggest word is to surrender to them and let it go, let it feel it. Just don't let it control you in that sense. And that's why we have to clear these things out. We have to deal with them, and we can't ignore them. And of course, we want to be able to do that in a constructive way, not out of anger, but more out of sitting with it. Why do you feel angry? Rather than taking it out on someone else or yourself, like we so often do, sit with it, feel it, find something else to take it out on, like a pillow. I mean, seriously, like I box now, okay? And not because I feel like anger and I want to go hit something. That's not it. But I'm going to tell you right now, you need a release for your emotions. You need a release for this energy that's coming inside of you too, whether it's that emotion or not. So I picked up boxing in addition to my tennis. And I'm telling you right now, you know, that is an amazing, amazing activity with other people and in a class setting. So think about how you can actually go ahead and deal with those emotions that are coming up in a constructive manner that will be helpful to you while you're processing it also in your mind, because so often we stuff things away and stuff them down in our mind. They come up and then we go, nope, I got to deal with that. No, do something like, you know, like I just gave you an example of, go do some kind of exercise where, you know, you're just putting your all into it because you're processing through that situation or emotion. So you're all going to find your own way, but the point in this is emotion is such a human experience, and we can drown in it. And it is a tool that can be used for us for either our greater good or take us down into a place that we don't want to go. So during this journey, our emotions are much more emphasized. And what I would say to you also is during these energetic times that are ever changing and dramatic, you may feel them more. So think about how you can do healthy practices, create healthy practices for yourself that can help you feel those emotions, work through them, process through them, and not stuff them down, and understand them for what they are. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll leave you with one last thing. So one thing I would mention to you is with respect to my services, I offer spiritual awakening mentoring, individual sessions, and more lengthy sessions over a period of months if you would like. There's an application to fill out. And so when you do that, what I will do then in a return is I will email you back after I get that application, and we will set up a 15-minute short phone conversation. So you'll get to know me, and we'll chat, and it's all free. That part is the 15 minutes. And we'll see if this is right for you, and you'll get to see, and I'll tell you all about the sessions. So I just wanted you to understand that. I think it actually explains that on my website, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to know that. But yeah, I will talk with you, and we will get to know each other, and then we'll decide what's right for you. So I hope I get to work with you in the future. I think you'll find them highly beneficial as I channel information fully during the hours that we're together. So that said, I'm going to leave you with that today, and I hope I see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me today.